Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about task management and how you can manage your tasks in such a way that they're not overwhelming, that you can feel a sense of completion or accomplishment, and that you'll know what to do every time you go to do something. To elaborate a little bit on that, I have many projects that I have to do. For example, cleaning my office or tidying my office. I have a car to sell. I've got a bathroom renovation that still needs some completion, and there's a whole bunch of other things that I have to do, and often I find myself getting lost in what I'm trying to do. For example, I might go to work on the bathroom and then think, I don't really know what to do right now, or I know what things I need to do, but I don't know in which order to do them. And there's a concept that I learned from a book about real estate, called Most Important Next Step. And I found this pretty interesting. So I'm going to switch over right here. I'm kind of recording this in one take, so sorry if it's a little rough, but I don't want to edit a video. So here's a to-do list, right? A to-do list. But there's differences in what's listed here, and I want to point this out. Get groceries is a task. It's something that I can take and I can set aside an hour and say, if I set aside this 1 hour, I can complete this. I can go to the grocery store, I can get the groceries, and I can come back and then I would have completed that, right? That would have been done. I can cross that off my to-do list. However, these other things really, they're not tasks. They're a little more complicated. For example, selling the car. You think, oh, I lost my phone. Well, there you go. I don't know where that went. You would think that selling the car would be straightforward. And so you're like, okay, what I've got to do is list it, right? And so I go to the car, I get my, oh, there it is. I get my phone, got everything I need here to sell a car. I take pictures. And then I realized, well, hang on a minute, the car's not even clean. So obviously you've got to clean the car first, and maybe I want to get it detailed. Okay, so I've wasted time thinking about it. And then when I get there, I realize it's not ready to do anyway. And then, I'm about to list the car and I realize I don't know where the title is to the car. I should really find that first. Maybe I'm getting frustrated because I never do that, and I list it, and then someone comes to buy the car and I don't have the title, and then I'm in a crazy panic trying to find it. Very overwhelming. A lot of time spent thinking about tasks, not really actually making any progress in the direction which I want to. Cleaning up the office, all this stuff behind me, I'll just switch back there, all of this right behind the screen, there's a giant box of cables that I've got to go through. It isn't as straightforward as cleaning them or tidying them. They need some level of organization. Some of those cables I would like to keep, and then others I would just like to store, and then there's some I'd like to throw away. That's all decisions, right? Maybe that's a task where I split it up into a few different tasks. Make a box of things that I want to keep. Throw away things that I don't need. So let's take this and let's move it over to an Excel document. So, all right, let's do this real quick. We've got projects, right? We're taking what was on our Word document. We have sell car, clean up office, clean up yard, renovate bathroom, and we have get groceries. And so we don't need the Word document anymore. Excuse my head jumping between. There's two screens. I'm not just crazy. Okay, so think of this document. Hang on one second. Let's set these all to the same width. Think of this document as an enormous to-do list where each column is going to be a new day, right? So let's start with today. It is September 12th. Here are my projects. I'm going to color these in gray so that it's clear they're projects, and maybe give that a nice right border. Sorry if you can hear noise, but I do have children running around upstairs. So I need to look at this and decide what is my most important next step for each of these. So everything I write into these is going to be today's to-do list, right? And I'm getting started a little late here because it's 1 p.m. already. But selling the car, what do I need to do? You know, I really need to find the title. I also need to clean it. But I can only do so many things at once. And I can't focus on both of those things at the same time. So I need to pick one. If they're both of roughly equal importance, well, whatever, you know, let's just choose one. But I think finding the title is something that I can do. Cleaning the car might be something that I have someone else do. Finding the title is a quick win, potentially. So that's what I'm going to go with. Find the title. Cleaning up the office. Well, when you tell me to clean up my office, I feel overwhelmed. I have too much stuff. I have a habit of ordering 2 of everything, storing it away, never really thinking about how to organize it. So cleaning up the office is overwhelming because all it really ends up being is me moving the stuff that I have somewhere else and then moving again. I may have spent a significant portion of my life moving things. You know, it really makes me think twice now about buying anything. But let's say this, right? I'm going to try to fill a trash bag of crap. Fill a trash bag of things. Yeah, fill a trash bag of things. That's what we're going with. Okay, cleaning up the yard. There's all kinds of things that need doing in the yard. The grass needs cutting. There's trash on the ground because for some reason the kids love to run out and just leave trash everywhere. You know what? I'm just going to do a pick up trash, right? I'm going to go around. In fact, let's make this even more specific. For 15 minutes, right? I'm not trying to get the whole thing done. I can't get the whole yard cleaned in one day, and there's going to be more trash tomorrow because that happens. So I'm just going to spend 15 minutes on that. Renovating the bathroom. This one is complicated, but one of the things that I know I need to do is to caulk the edges. Okay, that's something I know I can do. I need to clean the bathtub. I need to paint the ground. There's all kinds of different things that I need to do. But, you know, I just need one task. Getting the groceries is get groceries. There's no other tasks to this, right? This is get groceries. Now, I guess you could say that you have to put them in the cupboard. But I feel as though that's such a fine packaged task. It's something that you can do. It's something where when you're doing it, you just know what to do. You've done it enough times. It's the same every time. So it doesn't require too much thought. It's almost habitual. These other things, unless you are a car dealer, you're probably not used to selling cars. And it probably requires a lot of thought and a lot of anxiety. So that is the point of this. Now, let's take this a step further and actually place in end goals, right? So for selling the car, the end goal of selling the car is that the car is sold, right? Cleaning up the office is the office is clean. And this sounds kind of obvious, but I think it's important to realize, okay, that the cleaning up the yard obviously is that the yard is clean. And renovating the bathroom, well, that the bathroom is renovated, but really that the bathroom is complete, right? Because it can be renovated, but not completely renovated. Like it's not finished. Getting the groceries. Groceries are in cupboard. Okay, so let's say we're going to start pretending that we're living in the future now, or maybe the past, depending on when you're watching this video. Let's start with today, okay? So this is my to-do list today. I've got to find the title to the car. I need to fill a trash bag of things. I got to pick up trash for 15 minutes. I got to caulk the edges of the bathtub, and I got to get some groceries. Okay, I'm going to start with this one because this is the easiest one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to run out. It takes me an hour. I get back by 2 o'clock. I mark it as green. That is green. There we go. In reality, is this going to make it onto my list of things? Probably not. Getting groceries probably isn't going to be a project. You know, I don't know that I would need a goal. So maybe I delete that, and I just put this as, excuse me, as part of today's to-do list. You know, just as a general item. I got it done, right? And maybe this is in the wrong order. Perhaps this needs to be like this. Oh, let's put that way, because this obviously has to get done. This is my day-to-day stuff. If I don't have groceries, I'm going to have a bunch of kids that are a little frustrated at me. Okay, so 1 o'clock, took me an hour to get groceries. Now it's 2 o'clock. And okay, now we're getting into our list of things, right? Finding the title to the car. So I go to the furnace room, which is where I keep all important documents. And I open up the filing cabinet, losing my words right there. And right in the top of the filing cabinet is the car title staring me in the face. Or not. It may be buried under a whole bunch of stuff, and it may not even be there. So this could take me 10 minutes. It could take me a minute. It might take me an hour. I might not even succeed. Maybe I don't succeed. Maybe it's not there, right? So maybe it's not there. I'm going to take this and I'm going to say, I didn't make it today. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna make a new to-do list, right? This is tomorrow's to-do list that I'm already working on. I'm gonna find title. I'm gonna cut it from there. In fact, let me show you with the mouse. Cut. Paste. I couldn't do that today. I don't want to spend more than an hour on this task. I'm already frustrated about not being able to find it. We're just gonna move it to tomorrow because obviously this project isn't going on, and I don't want perfection to be the enemy of progress. I don't want to spend so much time doing this that I get nothing else done. Fill a trash bag of things is the next task. It doesn't specify how big the trash bag is. It doesn't say that the trash bag has to be full. And so I get a trash bag, maybe just a small plastic bag, whatever, and I go around my office and I fill it with trash, and I fill it with things that I don't want, right? And then I do that and I say, good, it's done. Bear in mind that as you do this, you're going to feel frustrated because you're throwing things away. There may be other options here, right? You could take them and donate them, you know, down to Goodwill. You could recycle them. But if that's the case, that's fine. Do those things, but don't get stuck on it. You know, don't put it to the side and then not complete your task. You got to do something with it. Maybe you make another task that says, make a bag of things I'm going to donate. And then maybe there's another task that says, take these to the place that you're going to donate them to. But it's really important that you get this task done. Okay, picking up trash for 15 minutes. I'm happy that I put a 15-minute limit in there because there is endless trash. And if I look outside and I think, there's so much trash out there, I might not have the drive to do it. But by putting a 15-minute time limit on the task, I think to myself, okay, I can go pick trash for 15 minutes. I can set a timer. I can put some earbuds in, listen to a few songs, and I can get that done. It isn't going to be perfect, but I still feel a sense of accomplishment once I'm done. I do that, and I highlight it green because it's done. The trash isn't picked up, at least not all of it, but certainly an area of my yard is cleaner than what it was, which means this cleanup yard project has progressed. Okay, renovating the bathroom. We know there's loads of other things to do there, but today I need to caulk the edges of the bathtub. So I grab my caulk, I grab the caulk gun, and I do it, and it's there, and it's done. And you know what? Something that I've been thinking about for weeks and weeks or months actually ends up taking me 5 minutes. It is done. And that's great. And so today, even though I didn't do this and I'm frustrated about it, I did accomplish a lot of other things. And tomorrow, my to-do list already has something on there. So I might be thinking about this when I go to bed. Like, where the frick did I put that title? Anyway, wake up tomorrow, we're going to do the same thing. Cleaning up the office. Okay. Filling a trash bag of things. Well, I did that yesterday, right? Is there more trash in my office? Is that another thing that I can do? Maybe it is. Maybe there's that much trash. You know, I mean, my office is pretty, it's not trash, but it's, you know, there's just a lot of stuff, right? Maybe fill a box and take to attic, right? Stuff that I don't need in here, but I would like to be able to access at some point. That's reasonable. Cleaning up the yard, maybe I have more trash to pick up. Yeah, but maybe I want to do something different. What is there to do? I don't know. How about rake leaves for 15 minutes? That might be a good idea. And then renovating the bathroom. What do I need to do here? Well, that's a great question. Let's say paint grout on floor. The floor isn't huge. I'm not going to set a time limit to this one. I'm just going to get it done. Okay? Maybe I don't have other tasks. If I did, I'd put them here. You know, why don't we do this? Read to kids. Read 2 books to kids. It's good to make them specific so that, you know, you really know what you're going to do. So then, tomorrow, I would go through these tasks. I'm going to complete them. This time, I realized that, oh, the title's actually in the car. Great, found that. Fill a box and take to attic. I can do that. Raking the leaves for 15 minutes. Again, it's 15 minutes. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's partially done, you know. And painting grout on floor. Now, it's worth bearing in mind that, you know, you might decide that, let's take this one away. Hang on. Here, insert. Let's move this one over for 1 second, and let's just pretend that raking leaves for 15 minutes. Let's suppose that on the 14th of September, the leaves were going to be picked up by the city. And so this whole 15-minute thing isn't possible because this task has a deadline, right? So I'm not going to put paint the grout on the floor because that might be an annoying task to do. Filling a box and taking to the attic, maybe I keep it in there, you know, but maybe I would have pushed that one too. So it's really important to be realistic with how much time you actually have. And, you know, you think, oh, well, I've got 10 hours in a day. You don't have 10 hours in a day. There's things that interrupt you. You need to work out how many real hours you really have available to work on things. It may not be as many as you think. But anyway, having a task well defined like this, you know, if I get this done, I'm going to feel real good about it. And I'm not going to get to September 14th in a panic, and I'm not going to feel bad when the city drives past all of my leaves that are laying across the yard because I actually completed the task. That's the goal, right? If I found the title, then tomorrow I'm going to list, well, take pictures. But maybe I already took the pictures. Whatever. I'm going to list the car. Eventually, let's do this, right? This is just for the sake of this video not being too long. We'll list it as sell car. We get to September 14th. Someone actually comes and buys the car. And so we highlight that green. We're also going to highlight this green because the end goal has been met. And you know what? I don't need to spend any more time thinking about this. So I'm going to select the row, right click, and I'm going to hide it. Now these are my active projects. Selling the car is no longer on my mind. Now what I have to do is come back here every day and keep this document up to date and look to this for the things that I need to do. And let's just pretend for a second that it's September 14th. Cleaning up the office is, you know, whatever else there is to do. Vacuum the floor, okay. Yeah, let's just say that. You could come here real quick, you could copy this, and you can take that, throw it in an email to yourself, and then throughout the day, you have it as an email. And that is your to-do list. This is the way I've started to do things. My to-do list has become, my most important next step list, which is many to-do lists, has become very fleshed out. And it really helps me keep on top of projects. And it also helps me to see which projects have kind of fallen behind that I've forgotten about, right? Because I don't always put tasks into every one of these. And it's nice to see that, oh, it's been It's been a little while and I haven't done anything on that. Maybe I need to do something. Perhaps I need to hire a contractor to get that complete. I don't want months and months to go by and the goal to not be met. So anyway, that's the basis. I may expand upon this in another video, but this is, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So if you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comment section. Or if you have ideas for improvements, please also suggest that, and maybe I'll include that in my next video. But until next time, see ya.